All right, welcome to Viking Preparedness. I am Pastor Joe Fox. The other day, my wife called me from TSC, the Tractor Supply Center, and said, hey, they've got canvas tarps here, and they are, for an 8x10, $49. That's a lot of money. So I told her to get one because I'm thinking about using it in my bushcraft videos. It's very heavy, they're very stout. I've bought two of them in the past. They come this what I call Carhartt color, and you know, they have good grommets around them. And I want to kind of talk about tarps, this particular type of canvas tarp, not necessarily the brand, because I'm not sure what brand I got before, but it was this color and it was canvas tarp and yada yada. It's windy, so bear with me. And so when I bought my four-wheeler, it was an investment for us. It was a used four-wheeler, but you know, money's relative. And so we had to, we spent a lot for us money on it, and I wanted to protect our investment. And so I bought one of those canvas tarps that was the same color I just showed you. And we didn't have, if you can see in the background, I call that the ATV garage. We didn't have that then, and so we bought this Carhartt colored canvas tarp. We put it on there and we hooked it up with bungee cords whenever we parked it. And then when we drove it, we would fold it up. We had a special way that we would just go bloop, 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 and fold it onto the back deck and strap it down so we'd always have it. And look what colors it turned all by its lonesome. Look at that camouflage. I just want to kind of show you this. I mean, it has the big patterns, you know, the darks and the lights. It has the little patterns right here. I mean, it turned out, I think, really cool. Look at that. Man, that thing looks like a rock. We didn't do anything except leave the tarp on there for several years. And then I wanted to take the tarp. It was folded up on the back of the four-wheeler, strapped down like it was, because we used to park it in this garage. And one day we had to use the four-wheeler for something a little messy, so I took the tarp off the back and I just laid it down in this garage, as I call it. Let me show you. We can take a little walk over there. The wind's blowing my cardboard all over the place. That's my next chore. I took it off the back, and do you see those logs laying there on the side of our shelter? I just laid it on top of those logs, folded up. Ba-doop, ba-doop. I came back 3 days later, and rats, pack rats, had chewed this thing up. What are you doing? I'm going to show you that. See that? See that? Look at that. Right in the middle, which goes over the seat. And there, and there. Now it was all folded up and those were sticking out, and that's what they chewed up. Oh, I was mad. One, because these tarps cost like $50. Two, because this one was just getting cool, camouflage-wise. I'm actually thinking about getting some repair material and trying to repair this thing with my abundant free time. So, when I bought the splitter, the wood splitter, I bought a tarp for it also. Good quality tarp. And I first cover it with a piece of billboard material. It's like thick vinyl, like a tarp. And then I lay this over it, and look, it turned camo all on its own as well. And the other day, I mean, I'm just talking like 3 days ago, the wind blew this off because it wasn't tied down properly. Still not tied down properly. And pack rats attacked it for the first time in years. Look what they did. And look how cool the tarp is. I mean, come on. If you're into camouflage, I could market that pattern. That's a really good pattern. It has the big disruptions and the detailed disruptions. Up close, far away. But pack rats in like one night did this. They're living in here. This is supposed to be eventually my chainsaw wood splitting maul section, dealing with the wood, if you will. And right now it's a mess and it's a hold all, but mostly wood stuff, but also I have truck stuff in here because I don't have a real garage to store my truck stuff in. And yeah, it's gotten away from me, and it looks like you know what. But when I come out here at night, sometimes I hear a scurrying, a big scurrying. And then look, if you can see right down there by that gas can, pack rats poop in the same place all the time. Yeah, there's a pack rat in here, and I wanted to get in here today. I told my wife today, after we do our chores, we're going to take everything out of here, deal with it, put it back neatly, and man, the day is just running away from me. So, tarps, they're cool. But man, in just like the span of 1 week, and really it was only a couple days on each tarp, these tarps basically got ruined. They're still good for camo, but they're not good for much else. Alright, I think some of you all will find that interesting. I really do love the camo pattern. Alright, I'll see you out there.